right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Got a little bit of a delayed start. Had some lightning strikes in the area, so that pushed us back about 30 minutes, maybe even be just a little bit beyond that. 13:40 to go. I'm Clayton Floriani along with Jason White. We're here at Legends Field. Jackson Christian has come over from Jackson, Tennessee. They're going to bring a 2-0 schedule. Had a big win last week in Jackson versus Donaldson Christian. And, of course, our Eagles were playing at USJ in Jackson. We came away with a loss 3-28. So we're 0-2 coming into this matchup. Jason, we've got our work cut out again tonight. This is they're a good-looking ball club off the bus. I can say that.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've got size. Their skill people are large. They look old. I'll just say that they look physically mature, not just large, but they put in work. They look the part. Yep, and on film they look the part too. And so we absolutely will have our work cut out for us. It's going to be a tall order, just like it was last week, to come out and compete. We're going to have to be disciplined. People are going to have to do their jobs every play. We're going to have to run to the football on defense and gang tackle because their ball carriers are big, strong ball carriers that run hard. Their line gets on you blocking and stays on you. They get upfield and get to the second level when they're blocking, and so they're going to have to work hard tonight to make sure that they don't give up those easy scores that we've been talking about.
Yeah. Let's kind of go back last week. We'll come back around here in the back end. We'll pick up Jackson Christian a little bit more. Let's talk about last week USJ. We talked a little bit about it earlier. Of course, USJ got out early on us, 14-0. And then we showed a little bit of life. We kind of settled down. We kind of, like you mentioned, I think, pregame here with me, we kind of just, those first few minutes of the game have not been our best. And so either from penalties or just
digging ourselves a hole.
Digging a hole. And so they took advantage of that and got up quick. But then we had an opportunity to come down to make it 14-7 and had a holding call. And, I go back and look, was it or not? I don't know. But it's backed us up. Holding calls kill you. And so now, fortunately, we got a big run by Drew to kind of get us down to fourth down, which got us in field goal range. So we did kick 3, but it's one of those ones where 3 was such it just deflated us because we could have gotten 7 there and been down only 7. Now, would we have won the game? That's a whole other story, maybe not, but at least for the first half, we'd have been in that game a little more than I think we were.
Yeah, it definitely was 3 that did not feel like 3 because it felt like we were talking about, it felt like a win by JCS in a way because that play that they called the hold on, again, it doesn't matter, legit, not legit, they called it, but we scored on that play. Yeah. And so if the hold is not called, it's 14-7. That puts more pressure on them. That's right. That they're not able to play as free and as loose. That right after we kick that field goal, it's 14-3, but then they score, and it's 21-3. If it's 14-7, what does that change? It's hard to know, but it would have been a positive change in our direction for sure. Right. Our margins are smaller early in a season with a young team, and so something like that is hard to overcome when you're already battling the experience factor. It's not in your favor against a couple of these, USJ and then this week JCS. The Jackson teams seem to have more experience. And so you're playing with tighter margins for error. And, things like that just can't happen if you're going to be, consistently if you're going to be successful. And so we'll have to try and avoid some of those tonight. We'll need to, when we have opportunities, we'll need to take advantage of them. We'll need to not bury ourselves with penalties to put ourselves in long yardage and see if we can kind of just, we talked about it last week a lot, but staying ahead of the chains and, those 2nd and 6s and 2nd and 7s are just so different than 2nd and 9. I don't know. It feels like it shouldn't be because it's only 2 or 3 yards, but it just keeps your entire playbook open for 2nd and 3rd down. And when we're not a team that needs to be pigeonholed into what's coming. We need to have the versatility to throw on to throw on running downs and run on passing downs. It's great to be 3rd and 2, and you can run whatever you want. You can roll your quarterback out. You can run the ball, quick out, whatever you want to do. 3rd and 9's tough.
Well, got some good news. Jack Gates was cleared this week, actually. He had that little knee after that first game here at Brett's Barker, so he's going to be he's available if needed. I don't think we'll need him tonight. I think the coaches would like to not have to play him if maybe only for an emergency situation.
Right.
Luke Skinner, he'll get to start again. And Luke, last week, I felt, for his first start, He certainly had some really good throws. Had some opportunities that he can improve on, get some good film and get better, as you would expect. Tonight, I tell you what we've just talked about. Jackson Christian, we kind of circle back to them. They're going to run the ball.
Yeah, it looks
running the ball is going to run the clock, which means we're not going to have a lot of opportunities when we do get the ball. So when we do that, we've got to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Just because they're going to have a larger possession margin than we are. That's going to be trouble, and then you get into trouble if we get behind. Now we're pressing to score. It's just we got to stop them.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
That's the key.
Sure, and their tailback is a hard runner, but their quarterback is a big kid. He runs hard too, and their offensive line can really get after you. And when they want to, they'll throw it downfield. And they got some athletes that have size out wide, and they'll throw it up for grabs and tell their guys to go get it.
That's right.
So our DBs and our corners will have their work cut out for them for sure.
Absolutely. Speaking of DBs and corners, unfortunately lost Phil Richardson last week. First play of the game, he didn't really play much. In fact, second half he was in street clothes. Thought maybe he could get back tonight. He's not. So you got he's out. You got Caleb Knapziger. He's out.
Yep.
So we've got third string safety basically. Plus we're already young on the outsides. Yeah. So they're gonna have to grow up really quickly. So it's gonna be a battle. We got to step up. We have to really play above what we've been playing to keep this in reach.
When you get young in the back of the defense like that, the rest of the defense can really help simplify their job tonight if they feel less of an urge to need to come up and support the run game because defensive line is holding up and taking care of gap protection, and the linebackers are wrapping people up and tackling as a team, and the safeties don't have to get as involved. They can really focus on helping on the back end in pass protection. Yep. And if they get caught in the middle, inexperience makes you slow. Yeah, because you're reading things not quite as quickly, right?
That's right.
And so you've got the less they have to do that, the better.
Yeah, that's right. We've got head coach Blake Butler here. We'll get him queued up here before we get going. Jason just mentioned playing faster, playing slower. I feel like over this we saw some improvement of that last week. We're not where we want to be, but we're getting there. So this is Coach Blake Butler here, a little bit of a pregame show.
Game of the year, Jackson Christian coming here. I know you guys reviewing film and looking at a lot of stuff for them, but if you just concentrate on us, I tell you, I see us weekly getting faster. We're setting edges better. Our young guys are stepping up, becoming more, closer to upperclassmen than is young. So I've seen that growth. I know y'all have as well. What's the next step for our guys?
I think, like I said, just stringing it all together and being consistent. We're seeing some flashes here and there, which is characteristic of when you're playing a lot of young guys. And like I said, we've had some injuries early in the season that, we'll start getting a few guys back. But it gives us an opportunity early in the season to build some experience, build some depth. And, you see that week-to-week growth, and, you get encouraged by it because once we do get back to full strength, now you have multiple guys who've played varsity minutes, and so if their number's called, they're not going to be so wide-eyed.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, hey, Coach Blake Butler there. Jason, this kind of just what we talked about.
Yep.
Just have a work cut out defense. Coach Ben Todd, they've been working on the game plan, and so first step is stop the run, Coach. So
first step's get up the ladder.
Coach joining us there just a second. He heads upstairs.
Blake's comment is we've mentioned it some. It's these games matter, but they don't matter. These games early in the season, they're not region games. They're not even teams against our own classification. And so he's right that you get really valuable reps because of the situation they're in. Now, what you've got to navigate is health, and then team morale. You can't just take blow after blow after blow against tough competition, learning all these difficult lessons when you're a high school kid and stay upbeat, and that's hard. And so the coach, that's on the coaches to help them through that process and use it during the middle of the week before you get to Friday night to get better over the course of those 3 or 4 days of practice, so that on the next Friday night you've learned the lessons from the previous games, and they're valuable lessons because they're the first time you've learned them.
Yep.
And you see what kind of changes can you make? How can you build on last week? And it doesn't have to be an overnight success story when you're working on building a program, and even within a season.
Yeah.
It's like we're building this team towards something else. And I'm sure the coaches want to see better. The players want to see better. But you have to understand kind of where you are.
Yeah, that's right.
And, take it one step at a time.
Yeah, there's that fine line of being able to, well, I guess for the coaches to basically we don't want these guys to lose the rope, right? As they say, we want them to hang on. It's going to take some lumps, but it's going to pay off.
Yep.
So
it's hard to teach and encourage and hold accountable.
Yeah.
That's a difficult balance. And
for this age group.
Age group.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I agree. All right, Jason, looked like Jackson Christian won the toss. They deferred, I believe. That's what we saw. And they're going to kick off to the Eagles to start this game, finally get this going. We're going to welcome the Eagles out through that northeast end zone. Grill team got here early. Had a delay, like we said, but that didn't delay the grill team. They were here. Burgers on the grill, so actually a nice atmosphere. Weather kind of cooled down a little bit. Didn't really rain here, just lightning in the vicinity. Nice crowd. Games in the area, Lausanne playing at Christian Brothers, so that'll give us a little bit of film on Lausanne as we obviously will circle back and
a few weeks away.
A few weeks away to play them.
Yeah, I was trying to think who else was playing this week, and I honestly don't know. I was going to look at John Varlas's feed and see if I can see where he might be tonight. Houston, we looked at earlier. Houston was playing.
Houston.
Hold on, who was it?
Yeah, they're playing Southwind.
Southwind.
Yeah.
Who beat Lausanne?
That's right.
Week 1.
That's right.
So,
Jason, I stand corrected. We are kicking off. So I kind of had that backwards. Adjust my mic here just a little bit. I'm having trouble hearing you.
Turn me up if you need to.
I think you're. Can you hear me now? There you go.
I've got you good.
All right, there we go. Much better. All right. Tommy Graves with the kick. Boy, great kick. They kind of misjudged that. That's going to roll. Wow, he's going to take that. Boy, great job. I tell you, poor decision by Jackson Christian. No doubt about that. That ball was going to get into the end zone. Not by much, but almost similar to last week when Nathan Patisse hit the one just dribble in. So, hey, boy, I tell you what, great opportunity here. Have them backed up within the 5. They'll mark that on the 4, far hash.
Yeah, you'll have to be disciplined. They're going to come in heavy because they're backed up a little bit, and you got to, like we talked about, you've got Deuce Lawrence, number 9 for them at running back, who's a load, but their quarterback, if he keeps the ball, can really hurt you too. He runs hard.
Let's see if they don't try to fire it out of here real quick. Tell you what, Wright Arthur came in there with an exclamation point, didn't he?
He did.
I mean, right there is a perfect example. You got a sophomore, Arthur, stepping in tonight. He's been playing some special teams but hasn't started. He'll get the start tonight.
Yeah, he's one of those guys we talked about. We have to have him on the back end.
Seven-yard pickup. Nice job, Drew Bryant right there. I believe that's one with Weston Murphy. No, actually that was...
Is that Connor Blair? I didn't see who came up.
They mentioned Bo Thompson the last week. I thought it was Tucker Chipman actually that got in there as well.
I didn't see. I saw 20 in there, but I didn't see who was a tackle.
All right, 3rd down and 1. Lots of pressure from the Eagles off this weak side, this boundary side. So Jackson Christian doesn't like the play. They'll reset. Well, he did not get it. QB counter. Nice job of that defense. Yeah, he faked the opposite way. Hey, nice job by the defense. Nice job coaching staff seeing that, knowing what that was. They recognized that. Jackson Christian had a couple of really nice runs. Eagles stepped up. Caden Caldera, 21, he'll drop back for returning. And Wright Arthur. So first time we've seen Caldera all year returning punts.
Let's get away from that one.
Yeah. Just, barely, maybe a 30-yard punt, 35 maybe at the most. So great field position to start this quarter for the Eagles. So great job deferring to the second half. 9:56. Eagles will take over. Luke Skinner will be your quarterback tonight. Drew Bryant's going to be your tailback. We think we'll see a little bit of Elliott Caswell. He's been a little gimpy here the last couple games, so nice to have him back. We'll see when he gets in. Connor Martin, your right tackle. Michaela Brown, your right guard. Orman, your center. We've got, we're back. Bland, 61. He'll be back starting tonight. He did not play last week. Buck sweep to the left side. Oh, we fumbled. Well, that just happened so fast. We had a buck sweep to the left side. I don't know if Drew ever got the handoff. Looked like he had a little bit of a fumble.
I think they're giving us the ball.
We'll see here on the replay.
They gave us the ball.
I think he just kind of swatted it away. Yeah, we had a ton of penetration. Way too much penetration.
We had to put on the brakes right away.
When you pull two guards, you got to plug those holes where they came from. All right, counter to this side. Nice cut by Bryant. We'll stay in there, Drew. I know last week we had a couple counters, Jason, that really were open. We just kind of were in a hurry to get there instead of being patient. We worked on that this week.
Right, and he had a couple of really successful cutbacks last week, and he was looking to cut back right there. And I almost think if he hadn't if he had stayed right, he might have had a little bit more of a window.
Caldera out to your right. Butler 9 for Teasy up top, 22. Bullen at the very top. Bubble route on the outside. Skinner looking, not a lot of room. He'll pick up maybe 3. That'll bring up 4th down and 6. So the punt team will come out. First down hurt us there, just nothing. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a turnover like we thought we may have had, so that's nice. Hopefully can pin them down.
Yeah, I would vote to kick this out of bounds. Or even kick it in the end zone if you can, because punt returns in high school are so messy.
They are.
That and it's just tough to get good punt coverage. There you go. Just kick it away.
All right, nice job. Nice snap. Kobe Garner, freshman, does the snapping duties. Nice job, Kirby. Nice punt by Tommy Graves.
I'm wondering if there was some kind of holder blindside block.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, that's what they called.
Sammy Owens just got clocked. He's okay, but that's going to put 15.
It'd be half the distance, but
Yep.
It's going to back him up a little more.
A couple of nice breaks for the Eagles. See if we can take advantage of those.
Got to keep tackling. We did a good job on the first set of downs to really swarm to the football. They're going to come out and they're going to throw one of these first 2 downs here to keep us honest, and so we need to be ready for that. You got their tailback, Lawrence, lined up in the slot out here, so you're looking for maybe some kind of jet motion or something like that. Yep, there it comes.
Boy, nice job, Drew Bryant, to string it out.
There you go.
Yeah, not bad. Just maybe a pickup of maybe 1.5, 2.
Yeah. Good tackle by Knox. Borland playing corner out there.
Borland is your right corner. Left side, Chase Laird. Connor Blair, your safety. We mentioned Wright Arthur. He's playing safety. Bo Thompson, your overhang, along with Drew Bryant. Sammy Owens, Weston Murphy, your inside backers. Lawrence, was that Lawrence?
Yeah,
He's just
they put him back in the backfield. I mean, you see,
guy.
it doesn't take much of a crease for him to really make something positive happen. He is to the second level really fast.
Quick little 3-step drop, bubble out of the backfield. We've got him hemmed in. Let's make a tackle. Oh, a great tackle.
Yeah, that was a good tackle.
Wow, Drew Bryant came up and just laid the wood.
And I really thought I saw us get held right in front of the quarterback too. We had pretty good I know it was a little bit of a kind of a bubble, but we had good pressure.
We did.
We may have even sped that play up a little more than they wanted to. Was that Bland?
Yeah, he did right there. All right, trips to the left for Jackson Christian. Design QB run. He'll pick up back to the original line of scrimmage at the 15-yard line. That'll be 3rd down and 10. Yeah. Caswell, 15. He'll check in now at cornerback. We said we might see him tonight. We're going to see him actually at cornerback first. Well, nice little bubble route. We were expecting long, and they kind of got us underneath, Jason.
Yeah, they like getting the ball to, that's number 21, Jay Pirtle. They'll use him as sort of a lead blocker sometimes out of a sniffer, sometimes as a true like second back in the backfield. But they'll give him the football, and you see it, he's a load, and he loves to run north-south and just get that momentum going.
All right, we'll spread us out again. Trips to this side, one back. Do a nice counter. They came back this side, but nice job by the Eagles.
And you see they were not real happy with their ability to run the football when they had tight end, sniffer, fullback, however you want to categorize those people. So now they're saying, all right, we're going to go 4 wide. We're going to really spread things out and see if we can crease something.
Yeah, get some guys out of the box.
Yep. Good job right there by the defense to tackle.
Looked like a little miscommunication in the backfield. I don't believe that was a designed QB run, but he picks up, I think he may have been fortunate if he even got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and a long 7, 5:19 to go in this first quarter.
We talked before the game, so it's 3rd and long. Kingston Robinson, number 3, and Carlos Roberson, maybe, number 4. There's some quality receivers, and they like running these little combo routes with those 2 guys on the same side of the field. Let's see what they do here.
Bradley Smith, 24, he's in the game. He'll get the flats right here.
There he is deep. So
just got behind us.
Yeah,
just a lot of underneath routes.
Just a complete bust on the coverage. Yep. Yeah, so we weren't sure if we were in quarters or thirds, or we looked confused pre-snap.
We were. We didn't know
on that side. We weren't sure what to do with the alignment or where we were supposed to be. And that was that's just a gift. I mean, that's easy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We've played solid up to that point. Just one little breakdown.
So they're going to go for 2.
Looks like it. Well, great job by the Eagles. Drew Bryant just, filled the hole quickly.
Yeah, that was also Jack Bland, I think.
42 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, great job by Bland also filling that hole.
ECS. No score.
Bland's a good-looking, strong player for us on that interior.
Eagle fans, don't forget the Soaring Eagle shop is open. It will be open through halftime. You need any new ECS Eagle.
All right, let's see if the offense can answer right here.
In the lobby of the gym, they will be happy to outfit you. Soaring Eagle shop open through halftime.
Looks like we're going to use Caldera and Bryant back on the kick return. That's rotated a little bit this year based on health and fatigue and everything else. We've seen a couple of different combinations back there this year.
All right, 4:42. JCS just went up on top, 6-0. Nice stand by the Eagles on the 2-point conversion. It's gonna be a squib kick. Yep, fair catch. I believe that's that's Bo Thompson, number 2, with the catch right at the 30-yard line. JCS chooses to kind of pooch that.
It's like Macy Caswell in on offense.
For Teasy, he'll be the H, 22. He's out there. Caldera at the bottom of your screen, 21. We mentioned Elliott Caswell, 15. He'll be in the backfield. Borland up top. Counter to this side. Caswell hits a crease. Cover the ball. Good job. Picks up 5 on the play. Second down, 5. Nice little burst, Jason, just to get to that first little level. Nice job of blocking up front.
Correction on that carry, Elliott Caswell. Handled by Chelsea Rose Jr. and Kingston Robinson. 5 yards on the play, they bring up second down.
I think we just kind of got fortunate. I didn't think we didn't block as well as I thought we did. All right, buck sweep once again. Bryant. Maybe a gain, Jason. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Third down, 5.
I think it got us to a true 3rd and 5.
All right, we'll leave Bryant in. Bo Thompson in. Hudson Butler in.
35.
All right, first probably true throwing opportunity. Bootleg. Threw it to Thompson. Thompson had a little bit of a bobble. Couldn't get it to turn up, so he'll be short of the first down. That'll be 4th down and a long 2, so we'll punt this away. Good throw.
If he catches it clean, it's probably a first down. So it's kind of little pieces of execution make a big difference. Yeah, he's got if he catches that, it's a first down.
All right, nice kick by Tommy Graves. He'll looks like they'll take over right at the 30, probably 4-yard line. 3:12 to go in this first quarter. Well, Jason, I think we started the broadcast and said this was going to be a high possession game by Jackson Christian. We've already had it twice.
Yeah.
Well, Eagles doing a nice job.
You really are kind of one defensive play from having a really, really great start to the game defensively.
That's right.
And offensively, it hasn't been. You've kind of shot yourself in the foot a little bit. I don't know how much of it. You had a first down play where you fumbled, you recovered it, but you had to fall on it for no gain. And then third down, the clean catch probably gets you a first down. So we just got to execute.
All right, we're going to flip sides with Laird. He's 19, cornerback at the bottom of your screen. He usually is up top. Thompson bringing pressure. Boy, he had a hold right off his entire jersey. That's kind of hard not to call that.
Two Florence on the carry.
I believe he stepped out of bounds to the 34.
Knocked out of bounds for Knox Bowling.
It's unfortunate. I believe we had a little bit of a hold there, and they.
Yeah.
That carry is good for a first down. First
Some
down
crews
from
love to call that,
I know.
and then some don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, 1st and 10, jet sweep.
They called that one.
Finally got a hold Bull in there to get him down, but that'll bring that back.
Knox Bowling along with Connor Blair on the tackle. There's also a flag on the play. A flag on holding against JCS. 10-yard penalty for the start of the foul.
So be first and about 14, it looks like, maybe.
Bland, Martin, and Chipman, your front three. Bryant, Thompson, your overhang backers. Laird up top at your corner. Bullen, actually, is that yeah, Bullen at the bottom. Well, nice tough running. He'll pick up about 6 or 7 on the play. That'll be 2nd down and 8.
When they put Lawrence in the backfield with Pirtle, they love to pull both guards one direction or the other and lead. And they'll let Pirtle kind of clean up the backside so that nobody comes through. And he does a good job of as a big back to kind of give you misdirection and seal off anybody that may try to crash the backside of the play.
And gives you a cutback.
Yeah. So.
Boy, I tell you, almost identical to the play before. Just some communication issues between corners and safeties. Is corner staying put? Does he have deep third?
You got your safety walked up to only about 5 or 6 yards off the line of scrimmage, and just eyes in the backfield.
Yep. Just got us. I believe we were, like you said, eyes in the backfield, and unfortunately just caught us napping a little bit.
Well, they bait you with that quick screen action, so he looks like he's coming out to block you.
Right.
And quarterback gives a little pump fake. Receiver raises his hands like he's taking the ball on the quick wide receiver screen, and he just runs right by you.
For 1 minute, 52 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Jackson Christian, 13, ECS. No score.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, great job by JCS selling that. The receiver really was like just yelling, and so that's the way you do it. It's going to be some good film and a good learning experience.
Well, and again, it's just, we're so kind of just banged up at safety that we're having to move people around. People are starting and playing new positions, all that kind of stuff, and it's just it's a lot. It's a lot to ask, especially when you're also coming up in run support like we talked about.
Yeah, I mean, when JCS, their coaches obviously are seeing how far safeties are walking up, right? So they're thinking, we can get behind these guys.
Yep.
And so You kind of bait us a little bit, and that's what happened. All right, Bo Thompson once again. 28-yard lines where we'll take over. All right, 1:52 to go in this first quarter. Jason, illegal fair catch. Huh.
I didn't see what he did.
I didn't either. I mean, he didn't try to advance it. I wanted him to advance it, but he didn't.
I'm not sure that's the signal he gave. I know that's what they announced, but I'm not sure that's the signal for that, where you just extend the arm. I'm not sure. If that was the call, I'm not sure what he did.
All right, trips right. Fertizzi, Butler, Borland. Got Fertizzi here in the flats. I mean, first down, pick up 6. I mean, that's a great play.
Yeah.
Great throw, great catch. Get north and south.
Yep.
Tackled by Kelsey Rose. That's a little. Gain of about 6, second down. And 4.
Fertizzi had 3 or 4 touches that first game. Last week didn't get any, so that's his first touch of the night. Caldera, Fertizzi up top. Bryant in the backfield. Oh, boy, I tell you, nice tackle. He was one cut away from getting outside.
Tackled by Jackson Christian. Again,
Looked like one block from maybe that being a first down run. Again, I didn't see what we tried to do there.
Counter to this side.
That's the linebacker coming through.
Yeah, we kind of he sees that cut quick. You know, you once again, I'd love to see us be maybe a little bit patient. See if that hole on the right side will open up. Passing opportunity. Nice play, get north, Skinner. Just not enough gas in that tank to get a first down, so that'll be 4th down, and I'm not sure we picked up anything, maybe a yard, so yeah.
Tackled on the way by Kelsey Rose Jr. Taking about a yard, we're going to get 4th down and 3, and that'll be
You know, I don't know if, I mean, that was a little, it was a zone read, what that was, I don't know if he gave him the opportunity or choice to give or not. Looking back, you're like, boy, the give was there, you know, instead of the keep.
I think they may have stepped away. Oh, there they are. Didn't see you, ladies. Will Donovan. Mia Edwards.
We got one key block there on the perimeter that really would have helped us a little bit. We didn't quite pick that up.
So yeah, it looked like Knox was out there blocking the corner, and I think he was on him, and then the corner got separation, and I think that made the read of the block tougher for Luke to know whether to cut it up behind Knox's backside to turn it upfield or try to take it to the sideline, and he kind of got in between, and it was half of both, and which put him running right into the corner.
All right, Tommy Graves on a punt. He's standing on the 15. Nice eagle roll to the 27-yard line where the Eagles of Jackson Christian will take over. Kirby Garner on the snap. Nice job by Graves to scoop that snap. A little bit low. He just picked it right up.
Yeah. That was a patient run.
I'm telling you, man. We thought he was down. We couldn't find him.
He looks like he might have tweaked an ankle a little bit.
Pickup of 1. Second down, 9. Nice throw and catch. They'll hurry up. That's going to be a little bit shy of the first down. 3rd down and 2.
We need somebody to get a little penetration here, bust through. Lawrence does not look 100%. So this ball may go to Pirtle. Lawrence has been limping a little bit on the last 2 plays.
Come up, Drew. Attaboy.
He's short.
Yeah, nice job, Sammy Owens, Drew Bryant. About a yard short, 4th down. See what they decide to do. .10:05 to go here in the second quarter.
Take a timeout, I bet.
Thank you all for joining us wherever you are tonight, here in town in Memphis, on the road, out of town. Glad to have you. We got a late start if you weren't with us. Lightning in the area, none really here, but in the area enough to cause us to delay. That got us a 7:30 start time instead of 7. So if you're wondering how we're just now in the second quarter and it's 8 o'clock, that's how. Next Friday night is homecoming. Middle College will be here. We'll host them, and of course all the homecoming festivities that are a tradition of ECS for the past 60 years.
Yeah.
This is our 60th year, and so we're looking forward to that. All the way down to the kindergarten and the clown parade, which is a tradition. We'll have the spirit court this week.
Lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, lots of stuff, lots of fun stuff.
2005 and 2015 will be on Saturday night.
All right, let's see what they decide they want to do here.
You know, they need a yard. We haven't been a big threat on offense. They're up by 13.
They're emptying the backfield. This is
maybe a jump. Should we jump a little bit?
Yeah, I think the quarterback's gonna keep it.
Yep, there he goes.
Again, it's kind of like having a fullback.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Taking the snap and he can throw it. That is not a remark on his inability to play quarterback at all. It's just his size and his willingness to get behind his shoulder pads and run the ball hard. They spread you out 5 wide.
Well,
and you're so
we got confused.
Yep.
We just ran out of the middle of the field.
There's nobody in the middle of the field. There's 3 linemen and then nobody at the second level.
I tell you what, that's motion right there. You see that? You can't start and stop.
You can't flinch.
No, you can't flinch, even though you're not on the line. You can't flinch, stop, and go again. That's no different than the quarterback flinching or the running back flinching. That's a penalty. You can't do that. All right, 2nd down and 6. Nice job. That was Wright Arthur came up from safety to make the tackle. He'll pick up the 1st down. So that'll move the ball to the 39-yard line of ECS. 8:39 to go.
Robinson on the carry. Wright Arthur on the stop for ECS.
I tell you, I really like Wright at that safety as opposed to more of an outside backer. He's done well tonight, seeing the field. He's played kind of an outside backer up to this point in high school, in middle school and here. He's kind of more of that strong safety type of safety, but still, I do like him in that position. All right, going deep. Wow, they're going to get layered for pass interference, but I tell you what,
30 yards
the penalty. Yes,
it's got to be on them.
Unbelievable.
It's got to be offensive pass interference. I mean, because that's all you could see from back there. Because we had deeper position. So if you're going to call something from that far behind the play, it's got to be the guy that's closest to you. You got to see a shove or something.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I thought.
Why is he not running with the play right there? I'm not sure I've ever seen that. Are they down a man? And then on the officiating crew?
Maybe so. Nice job by Laird. Not interference on him.
It was great coverage. He did a good job.
Right there.
46-yard line.
All right, 15-yard penalty. That's going to back him up.
You got a tackle right here. They're going to try and get some cheap yardage on a little run play, I bet. Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, you see what just a little bit of speed does. You can get around a corner just pretty quick.
Yeah, and it's just tough if you don't have a lot of personnel out there, and so when you try and set that edge, if that edge doesn't get set and you don't contain right there, there's just not anybody left until you get 10 or 12 yards downfield.
Quick little out route on 2nd down, incomplete, a little bit high. That'll bring up 3rd down and 15. Thanks to our sponsors tonight, Tim Wilson, Compliance Associates, Walker Construction, MSC Millworks, Sammy Reagan Family, Pediatric Dental Group and Orthodontics, Benny James, Air Conditioning Service, Darren Wilkes, Pete Smith, Drift Fly Company, State Farm Insurance, Sean Wilkins Sr., and Strategic Financial Partners. Well, nice job. Connor Martin playing that inside, just clogged the hole. Not a lot of room.
Good stand by the defense.
Let that go. Nice move by Wright. There we go. Got positive yards. I tell you, got a little nervous there within the 5. Woo. But he did a nice job getting out, making a first move. They missed, and we're out to the 23-yard line. Jason, this is almost exactly where we were last week at USJ, 13-0. A score completely changes the mindset of this game. They've had 2 easy long throws. Other than that, we've really played them match for match.
Which is what can burn you with a young team, right? It's like those little moments of broken play or let down or confusion. But you're still in the game, and you got a chance to move the ball down the field here before halftime. Try and get some points.
Trips this side. Going to go deep right out of the gate. Caldera was running just stride for stride. I believe he got a hand on it. Nice ball thrown. You know, you hope you either get a catch or maybe an interference on the play. Neither of those occurred, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. 6:58. That'll be where the clock has stopped after that incomplete pass. Looks like we're going to stay in the same formation. Bullen at the bottom of your screen for TZ 22. Actually, what we'll do is put Butler over on the other side as the sniffer, up top with Caldera. Bryant, nice little move, gets to the outside. That'll stop the clock. He's at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, that's a good cut right there by Drew. Really nice.
See if we get a first down. Not quite.
I think we
did. Yeah,
have gotten one.
Let's see what they decide.
First down.
That was a late call.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys. Get your head in the game there. Let's see that.
It was just really, it's a nice cut. It's just decisive by Drew. It's like, all right, go, you know? And he actually makes 2 cuts, one in the backfield, and then he makes a little out bounce
yeah, he was.
at about the 25-yard line. It's just a nice little cut.
Buck sweep to this side. Nice cut by Drew. This back across the field. One more.
Don't hold. They called it. I knew that. I saw it. I don't know who they called it on, but it was one of those plays where you felt like it was coming, right?
Gosh, I'm looking, Jason. I don't.
Flag will be holding against ECS. That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Will replay.
It was such a late flag. I mean, it was.
First down.
So based on where they positioned the ball, he said the hold happened at the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
So
I'm telling you, I don't see a hold. I see them complaining about it. And then he threw his flag. I mean, Drew was. Boy, great throw by Skinner for TZ right on the hands. He'd like to have that one back. He probably would have picked up 6, maybe, Jason, on that. Would have gotten half of it back.
I don't know how close it was. If he could have turned it up at all, it was more than 4 or 5 for sure. I don't know how close he was to the sideline.
Second down, 19. Butler, Bullen at the bottom. Sammy Owens, your tailback. He just to the left of Skinner.
Prior to the snaps, we've got a timeout.
Timeout, ECS.
ECS, that's their first charge timeout of the first half.
So you got to look to, you got to be thinking two successful plays in a row will get you a first down. You can't probably get all this in one chunk.
Monday, September the 29th, register today at
But
ECS.
you got 2nd and long, so you can you get half of it on 2nd down, half of it on 3rd down, and try and move the chains and keep this drive going. You had a little bit of momentum, but again, man, holding will just really kill a high school offense. And then you compound that with no yardage on first down, and you got to figure out a way to really dig yourself out of a pretty deep hole.
Yeah.
But you don't need all 18 or 19 yards on this play.
Thursday, October the 30th.
All right, we're going to stack for TZ right behind Bullen. Jailbreak screen. Threw that to Caldera. We bring that same play against Briarcrest and kind of the same result, Jason.
Yeah, it's a little slow coming out, and so by the time he gets the ball, he's running right into the teeth of the defense.
Yeah.
What ideally happens there is he gets the ball a little wider and is able to cut up, but there's not a lot of space over there. There was a lot of defenders on that side.
Well, we completely whiffed the blocks up top. You cannot miss that block. I mean, we didn't even hardly wave at them. So yeah, that's a shame. That's a great play when you block it up. If you don't, it's going to be a negative play.
Yep. Well, we saw was it the USJ game when they ran it and we felt like they had 40 people out blocking because they blocked it so well. I think it was up in Jackson last week. They executed it really well.
All right, Tommy Graves in to punt. Kirby Garner snapping. Tell you what, nice job. Graves has been our best offensive weapon all night.
Yeah.
Done a nice job flipping the field for us.
Ball is down at the 35-yard line.
All right, 3:49 to go.
All right, asking your defense to stand tall again.
Yeah, I mean, we get the ball to start the second half. Is that right? Am I right on that?
Yes, you're right.
So it's would be huge to stop them here. Let's go in, make a couple of adjustments, come out and have a nice drive to start the second half.
Retirement program, go ahead and make your way down to the field.
All right, empty backfield.
If you're part of the family or friends. So there goes retirement. And make your way down to the field.
Eagle ball. Yeah, eagle ball. Sure did.
He kind of stumbled after he made the catch, and it's like because he was stumbling, he never really secured it. And, I mean, they got behind us again.
He did.
It's definitely been a theme tonight.
Great throw, great catch. Eagles very fortunate. Yeah, just went right by us. I mean, just 4 vertical routes. I'm not sure. We were kind of hesitating, couldn't find the ball.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. If this is NFL or college, and they review that, that's an incomplete pass. I think. I don't think he ever secured it. He's kind of it looked like he did, but he's stumbling for that ball kind of the whole time.
All right, Jack Gates now in the game. He'll be your quarterback. Of course, he's been out last week. Nice to see Gates back in. Hand off to Bryant. Nice cut.
Hold on to the ball.
Yep. It's going to pick up. They're going to give him a first down, I believe, if the spot's true. That'll stop the clock just a bit while we move the chains. Coach Butler just thought it may be time just to do a little change. We're going to struggle here. Yep. I don't expect him to run the ball. Bryant will stay in at tailback. He'll be in the pistol behind Gates. Caldera up top, Bullen at the bottom. Really heavy on that right side. Bryant looking for a cut. Makes a move. Nice cut. He's in the open field. Bullen gets a nice block. Bryant down to the 36-yard line of Jackson Christian. Jason went overload on that right side. Let's go back to that same play. They haven't adjusted for it.
Yeah. It was good execution at every level. It's a great run by Drew, a nice read. Knox stays on his block out wide and really kind of allows him to bust that extra yardage.
Boy, nice job. Nice buck sweep. Nice. I tell you, Jack Blaine did a great job on that when he pulled from that left side.
Yep. And he kicks out that outside backer, I believe number 7, right?
Michaela Brown kicked him out, and then to go find the next. Bland went and found the next one. Typically, it's the inside backer overflowing, but I tell you, they both found him and got a good block. So maybe we can first down. Let's see if we can't maybe run that same play, or maybe even a little bit of a play action off of that play.
Yep.
2:55 remaining. Sammy Owens, he'll now come in for Bryant, give Bryant a break. He'll be in the pistol behind Gates. Caldera up top. All right, Buck sweep to this side. Nice cut by Owens. Nice yards after contact down to the 28-yard line. That'll pick up 8 more.
yards. It's a great job. I mean, there's no contact till he gets to the second level. That's fantastic.
Brings up second down and 3.
Yeah, got a little double team.
Yeah, nice job. Michaela Brown leading up in there. All right, we're going to keep Owens in the pistol once again. Actually, no, he'll bring him down to the left of Gates. Heavy on this side this time. Skinner, Ashley Gates. Nice job. No one there, throws it away. I wonder if we're supposed to come backside on that.
Yeah,
I think it was a bootleg this side.
He just kind of
We're kind of confused in the backfield what to do.
But if you watch him, he kind of looks to the sideline immediately, like,
Yeah.
well,
Yep.
and then when they tell him, he says, "Oh no!"
Yep.
So I don't know what they got crossed, but I mean, you're 2 down territory right here. So
All right, counter. Nice cut again by
that's
Drew.
just a really nice run. That's a really nice run.
25, right at the 20, see, 25, they'll mark that. So
Yeah, he got 4.5 on that.
For an ECS. First down.
Who came across and kicked out on the right side that really? Yep. So
yeah,
Bland got just enough that end on that side couldn't crash down, and it gave
Buck sweep once again. Nice running. I tell you, he's just trying to make something happen. Hold the ball.
You don't want to get too happy with that, right? You want to, if it's not there, it's not there. Take the 1.5 yards.
Yep.
There's 3 yards right there.
Yeah.
Like if you just kind of, so he's just, I get it. Like you're frustrated, you don't have any points. You're trying to score before halftime. You're just trying to make something happen.
Yeah. Got a little bit of a clock situation right now. Right at 1, this snap will be just under 1 minute to go. We're going heavy to the right side. Owens in motion. Looking for Butler right down the middle. Pretty well overthrown.
I think, if Jack gets that ball and carries Butler a little further across the field and lets that post really come all the way across, I think he's got him.
All right, that does stop the clock. 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 25. All right, let's see what Coach Butler dials up. Just needs somebody to make a play. Don't need a touchdown here. Just need a 1st down. Like you said, 2 down territory, so don't even need that. Just get some positive yardage. Owens going to be a bubble out of the back. Nice catch by Hudson Butler. He'll pick up some positive yards after the catch. That's going to be a 1st down, Jason.
Yeah. Good job by Jack right there, just taking what the defense gave him. There's something they like with that back motion and how they drop into coverage out of that. They just little hook right in front of the linebacker, and then he got upfield enough to get his 1st down.
All right, timeout, Eagles. 38 seconds to go. I mean,
Are they running the clock after that play?
I thought it was out of bounds. Let's go back and see if they
stops the clock. Well, it's on 38.1, so I guess I guess it was stopped. I don't know. You hate to see us use a timeout when the clock stopped. So quick reset. So we have 1st and 10 on the 14.5-yard line. You really, really need points here. I mean, look, a touchdown is obviously what you would want, but you need a couple of successful offensive plays.
Absolutely.
You don't need a hold or some kind of offensive PI or something that's going to really back you up.
All right, we'll get Bryant back in the backfield. He'll be to the left of Gates. Looking for Caldera, corner route. That was interference. Yep, that's going to get it. Nice route. Well, that's a huge play, Jason. That's going to be 15 yards. We haven't gotten 15 yards yet on a play tonight. So,
so I guess that's going to put us on about the 7.5 or the 8-yard line.
Once again, that's pass interference against Jackson. That'll be half the distance to the goal line.
all right, Bryant just to the left of Gates. Powers in tight as your sniffer. Caldera in motion.
There you go out of bounds.
Yep, great play. Clock will stop. 26.9 seconds.
They gave him
He picked up probably 3.
The 3-yard line?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the play by Tyson Bond.
That's a good play. It's a running play, but you get all the momentum going to the sidelines. You can get out of bounds and stop the clock. You've got the full playbook because you still have a timeout. So you can run Drew Bryant right here if you wanted to.
All right, Caldera up top along with Fertizzi. Bryant just to the left of Gates. Butler and Bullen stacked. Bryant will go out to the right. Well, he's open right there. It's okay. Just he had a little room. I'm not sure how much he'd have gotten after the catch.
If you've got an alignment that gives you a fit that you like, I'd run the ball right here. You've got a timeout left.
Yep. I mean, it's a man-to-man coverage, right? So
yeah, but look at Knox Borland on that play.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Let's see if we didn't see that in the booth and come back to that. Same formation, Jason. Same formation.
Yeah, let's see if they try to go to Knox.
There he is, right there at the back of the end zone. Boom. Oh, just threw it right behind him. Actually, Butler was who he went for.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was it behind him a little bit.
I don't know. I was watching through the iPad, and I don't know. I couldn't see the ball.
There was a window. Now.
Yeah, it was a little behind him.
A little bit behind him. Just kind of settle. You don't get in there and you just settle, right?
He was open.
Yeah, he was open. All right, we'll go to the pistol now with Bryant. Powers, sniffer to the left. Excuse me, Thompson. Oh, yeah, no. Didn't have anybody there. They wide side of the field. They've got that covered up. Well, I tell you what, we'd loved to have gotten 6 right there.
ECS from JCS.
The other issue you got with that play is left-handed quarterback who's injured. Like his rollout is not easy tonight. Getting his lower body to cooperate on that play is tough. I get it's the wide side of the field, but
nice stand by Jackson Christian on that. Just Eagles threatening. did about as much as we could do without scoring. Jason, do you look at this and go, there's 3 helpless, or
that's what I'm. If you're still down 2 scores,
you're down 2,
sure.
and we get the ball. I think we're still going to kick it, but you have to think that anyway, right? I mean,
right. The other thing you don't want is, some sort of block or something, and that's a scoop and a touchdown right before halftime.
They're definitely will be bringing some pressure. All right, Graves with the kick, up and good.
Just over 10 seconds remaining in the first half.
All right, so Eagles get on the board with 10 seconds basically left in this first half. They'll get 3. We'll get the ball to start the second half. We'll squib kick this one hopefully and stay out of harm's way. We'll have to make a decision second half. Do you bring Skinner back in? A little more mobile.
Yeah.
A little bit of trouble moving the ball first half. Gates comes in. He has some success. But a little bit limited in what he can do right now.
Yeah. It certainly seems to if he's back, he's barely back. It's kind of. We were offside.
Sounds like it.
That's probably best. We should not give them a return right here.
Not right there. We'll kick it right to him.
The flag on the kickoff.
I would imagine that's what Coach Holmes may be saying.
Right. Coach Holmes is pointing right here, out of bounds, right here.
Kick it to me.
Kick it out of bounds. Get it at the 30. What are we doing?
Offside against ECS.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
It's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, and we will repeat the
Tell you what, it turned out a nice night.
Yeah.
A little bit of breeze out of the north. It was pretty humid.
Cold front's coming. Out of Mars in low 70s.
Okay.
A little bit of rain's coming tonight, I think, early tomorrow.
I don't have a lot of updates on
I'll see if I can find
sports,
something.
but what's the latest, Jason, with volleyball? I know you're involved with that.
Volleyball has. Let's get this kick on real quick. Breakdown. There you go. Volleyball is really getting the actual season kicked off. They have been playing a lot. Even on the weekends, they've been going. They've traveled a couple of times. Kay Kaiser, obvious Alabama Huntsville commit, really fantastic volleyball player. She's been out with an injury. She's trying to get back. So we'll see. I'm excited to see kind of what the girls can do this season. But they're kind of just getting rolling like soccer.
Yeah.
Girls soccer is getting rolling too. They were both playing. They both got wins here on campus. Was it Tuesday night, I guess? So yeah, fall sports getting going.
Nice job by Bryant getting down. Hutton Howard also on the tackle. 5th and 6th grade had a good win last night, I believe, against Collierville. 8th grade had a 28-0 win here against TRA, both of those football. 7th grade came up a little bit short against Houston last night. So a lot of things going on around campus as we're just getting into September. Spoke to some faculty members today, and everyone's kind of having a good start to the year. And so,
yeah,
I mean, Labor Day's gone, and
I was about to say, once Labor Day passes, you're in it.
You're mid-September. So, all right, we're going to give you guys a little bit of a break from home. We'll keep the camera on, and we'll come right back in second half. Thanks for joining us.
For just the second time ever, we have the privilege of retiring a football jersey number as we honor one of the greatest athletes in our institution's 60-year history. Class of 2008, number 75, Barrett Jones. Young men who compete with excellence and strive to glorify God is what inspires us to call this ground Legends Field. Barrett is one of those legends. This recognition is a result of his accomplishments while wearing ECS Cardinal and white. His highly decorated career at the collegiate level and his experience in the NFL. As an Eagle, Barrett starred in the trenches as an elite offensive lineman. He helped lead his ECS teams to deep postseason runs as a sophomore. He started on the 2005 state championship team. As a senior, he received first team all-state selection by the Tennessee Association of Sports Writers. He established himself as one of the top linemen in the country, earning U.S. Army High School All-American recognition. Recruited by several of the best college football programs, he chose to fulfill his childhood dream of playing for the University of Alabama Crimson Tide. There he was a key part of their dynasty. In Tuscaloosa, he started at every position on the O-line, achieving all SEC and All-American status, and he became a critical part of 3 BCS National Championship teams. He was also recognized as a multi-year academic All-American and graduated with a 4.0 GPA. In 2011, he was awarded the Outland Trophy, awarded to the most outstanding offensive lineman in college football. He followed that up with a Remington Trophy in 2012, awarded to the best center in the country. He also won the Werfel Trophy for athletic, academic, and community service achievements. After one of the most remarkable and decorated college football careers in history, he was picked in the 4th round of the NFL draft by the St. Louis Rams. Barrett would play there for 2 seasons. He would finish his 3-year NFL career with the Philadelphia Eagles in 2016. As great a football player as Barrett was, his heart has always been to follow Jesus and make disciples. He has used his special platform to share the gospel and encourage believers to fulfill the Great Commission Christ gives to all his followers. Now he works in wealth management as a partner at SFP Private Wealth, and he serves as an elder at Harvest Church in Germantown. Barrett and his wife, Katie, have 3 children. The Jones ECS legacy continues. Anderson is in junior kindergarten at ECS. Eliza is a little eagle at ECS, and Lucy is 1 year old. At midfield, Barrett is joined by his parents Rex and Leslie Jones and his brothers Harrison and Walker, along with their families, both great Eagles in their own right. Harrison and Walker also played football for the Crimson Tide. Also by Barrett's side are his dear grandparents Beth and Harry Smith. In recognition of Barrett's success on and off the field, ECS head of school, Scott House, will now like to present Barrett with a special gift from his school. please direct your attention to the deck in the northeast corner of the end zone, ready to unveil our special tribute to honor the legacy of number 75, our Barrett's friends and ECS teammates, Hal Tashi and Trey Jamison. Gentlemen, in 1, 2, 3.
Hey, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I'm very honored. I love playing here. It was a lot of fun. I love ECS. It's a very special place. And very appreciative to all the parents, coaches, and teachers that had such a huge impact on me, and really excited that my kids now get to come here and be Eagles. So appreciate you guys. Go Eagles.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Forever 75 ECS legend, Barrett Jones.
I want to share a post written by one of the pastor's wives at the church that they attend. And she wrote this, and I could not write anything better than this. Please listen. Quote, Paula was one of a kind. I have never known a more vibrant, kind, servant-hearted, selfless, generous, and loving woman. And honestly, that doesn't do her justice. I could go on and on. I am so grateful to have been among those she loved and who loved her. What a profound loss for all of us. We are shattered to know she is gone, but we are also full of joy, knowing her joy has now been made complete. I will miss her deeply. We love you, Jeff, and we'll continue praying for you and your family. Thank you for sharing your incredible life with us all. We are all better for having known her. End quote. So ECS family, tonight I simply ask you to join me in surrounding the Hill family with love and prayer. Hug them when you see them. Send them a note. Encourage them. Matthew 5:4 says this, Blessed are those that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Let's be the hands and feet of Jesus in the days ahead and weeks ahead for this family. Thank you for your attention to this. Jeff, we love you. for you and your family.
right, welcome back, everyone. Nice little halftime break. Honored Barrett Jones there. We saw that at home. Quite an accomplishment, quite a career, not only at ECS, but in college at Alabama and then into the NFL. And he's of course, back here in Memphis now, and so he's really a big supporter of ECS on the field and off the field. Jason, you're a graduate here of ECS. Quite a community of graduates who still are involved. I mean, I know a lot of schools you go back for this reunion, but it seems like ECS is everyone's. If you're here, you're still involved in the school. It's very out of the ordinary that you're somewhere else, maybe in somewhere another school, even.
Sure. I mean, obviously, it's a tough thing to know about other schools because I did go here. But as an outsider, it's interesting to hear you say that, and somebody that came into the ECS community as a parent. But in my opinion, it locks you in, and you walk to the concession stand, you see people that. You see people that you interacted with at multiple levels. They went to school with you here.
Yeah.
They were parents with you when your kids were here. They're board members with you now.
That's right.
They're coaches here. Whatever. Their grandkids are here. It's a neat thing. I mean, I see. There are multiple kids on this team whose parents I went to high school with, and I see their parents, who are the grandparents of the players in the stands.
Yeah.
And it's we connect over what happened. When we were playing here, it's a really neat thing. I really enjoy it. I don't take it for granted either.
All right, second down, 10. Gates, we went long, had a lot of vertical routes. Boy, nice cut by Drew, but unfortunately can't get past that first level. I'll tell you, the first play, Jason, the protection was incredible.
Yeah.
So a lot of time to throw the ball, just those vertical routes, you get deeper and deeper, and the safeties for Jackson Christian got back, and we were forcing it to not get a pick.
Yep.
Try to catch them sleeping on that first play from scrimmage.
It's a great idea. I mean, you haven't tried that. You haven't taken that shot on first down all game. I think it's a great way to come out of halftime, but it just didn't work out.
All right, well, three-step drop, pressure on the Gates. Blitz off the edge.
Yeah, that's Kelsey Rose Jr. He's lined up at that outside backer in that all night. In that 4-3, he's kind of rolled over to the strong side, and he just came and untouched.
Yeah, I tell you, he was looking like he was coming, and he did. It's a big guy.
Yeah, we had a tight end lined up and released, and we just didn't slide the protection. It was 5-on-5, I believe, but we just didn't slide to the right.
All right, Gray gets it out. Not as favorable of a bounce that it has been, so that's going to be the 43, 44, 43-yard lines where that'll be marked in Eagle territory. So just had an opportunity there. Had the ball to start the half and just could not get anything going, unfortunately. See if the defense can come up big. Let's hopefully prevent a big play. Stay in this game. We've got a couple guys that are still out, and we're lacking that big play threat. You can see Jackson Christian right here are able to get to the edge. All right, 7-yard pickup, second down and 3. Ball on the 36-yard line.
There you go.
Boy, great job. Tackle power to this side. Met in the backfield by Murphy.
Yeah,
Murphy did a good job coming up.
I mean, look, it's easier said than done, but a big back like that, if you can get to him at the mesh point and not let him get that momentum going downhill, it is a much easier task to bring him down, and we just kind of clogged things up, and he had to stop his feet right after taking the ball on the read.
It's a nice job by Weston. He had some pressure coming up the middle from those backers, and he was able to, Weston bounced a hole over, so nice job by getting lateral and meeting him, like you said, at that point of contact. 8:55 in this third quarter. 3rd down and 6.
This is where they like pulling those guards.
There we go.
Yeah, he's gone.
Well, made one or two
crease.
moves. Yeah, just got sideways and right up the middle for a 33-yard touchdown for Jackson Christian. Just a counter. We right there. We had 3 or 4 guys
It
sitting
looked
there.
like we kind of got multiple people in the same gap, and
Just no one stepped up, did they? No one just kind of gave one more little pop there.
yeah, he bent it back about one gap, and
Yep, sure did.
And it's good. The kicker, Tucker Jones.
Yeah, just a couple little missed tackles.
break one
You're not going to arm tackle him.
arm tackle, and that's it.
Yep.
That's a great.
All right, 8:38 to go. Jackson Christian answers in this first possession.
JCF 20.
20-3 now. Well, we were hoping that's kind of what we would do.
Right.
Still can. All right, for Teasy, he's back along with Wright Arthur. I think Caldera kind of got dinged up on that on that first play from scrimmage on that Viper vertical route.
Yeah, again, we've talked about there's a ball on the field. They need to.
So a little slip for Teasy.
There's a ball on the field. The white hat has no idea why we're not playing.
No idea.
He hasn't even looked over.
I don't know that any of them do. They just.
Yeah. Well, we talked about how much that back line of the return has changed. How many times it's changed this year, and again, we started with. There's Caldera. They moved him, knowing where they were kicking the ball.
Yep.
We started the game with Drew Bryant and Cece on that back line, and you do that because if you're going to kick it, those are the guys you would like to have the ball in their hands. And it's like, well, that's not where they're kicking it. So they said, okay, we'll put Cece where you've been kicking it, so we don't have to take a fair catch and get the ball across midfield.
Nice job of coaching. I didn't even see him slip in there.
It's kind of like
I was out.
Yeah.
So he is back in. He'll be up top. Borland's going to be up top with him. Kind of a loaded left side here into the boundary. Buck sweep this side. I tell you, we've had that buck sweep quite a few times tonight. I would expect us to go right back to it. Jason, we're loading the side. It's not like it's they don't know where we're going.
No, I mean, you'll see.
They can't stop it.
At some point, I think we'll have to figure out a way to build off of it and put another wrinkle in there. But when we go to that twin set with the heavy opposite the twins, we're running that little counter buck a lot of the time when we're in that alignment.
Looking for Butler over the middle. Pretty good throw, a little bit late getting there over the middle. If you're just a little bit late, boy, you allow that defender to kind of get in there. But Butler went up and had a contested catch and just couldn't quite come down with it.
Third down and 2.
Third down and 2. Try to catch them sleeping there on that second down. All right, here we go. I would expect the same type of buck sweep. They're going to be bringing some heat right here. Here we go. Boy, nice cut by Bryant to the outside. One more. First down, Eagles down to the 20-yard line.
Again, got through that first level and made that little cut, and that was Knox Borland on the outside again, just bulldogging that corner and staying with him so that Drew can just get those extra 7-10 yards.
Just a good job of running. The entire side is flowing to the right side. Yeah. Nice job on the backside there. You got Wilson as that left tackle, kind of stringing him to the outside, allowing him to go upfield, creating that wrinkle.
There you go. You know, even like that play right there, it seems mild because nothing flashy happened, but it was just a little bounce by Drew. And then when he got up there, he puts on the brakes and just gets upfield as far as he can. And it's 2nd and 4.
Nice job of that offensive line. Bryant will be in the pistol behind Gates. Heavy, loaded to the right side once again. Buck sweep back to this side. Nice cut. Bryant looks for that same cutback as he had previously, but to the opposite side. Not quite as much there. Nice job, Jackson Christian, closing that down. 6-13. Eagles down 20-3.
You got to be thinking 2-down territory here, right? I mean at 20-3 in the
got to get points here.
Halfway through the third quarter.
Drew Bryant again on the carry for ECS. 7 by Tyson Bond. And Sawyer Dean.
Well, we had just had a hard time throwing the ball tonight. We've had a pretty good protection, just haven't been able to get open. That's made us rely completely on the running game, and it's just here we are again with a nice little drive down to the 16, and Graves will be in for a 34-yard field goal attempt off the left hash. Probably one of his longest kicks. Boy, nice kick. That's up and good. Great job, Tommy Graves. Garner on the snap. All right, Eagles. We get 3.
With 5 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Jackson Christian 20, ECS 6.
Graves has had a great night tonight. Good job. Luke Buffalo on the hold for Graves. 20-6, Jason. 5:33.
I mean, you're keeping the game in striking distance. You're going to have to start capitalizing on these. You know, if you're able to get the ball downfield into the red zone, you're going to have to start capitalizing on some of those opportunities, obviously, to close the gap. Coaches obviously thought that points were important there, so Tommy did a good job getting us those points. So now the defense needs to come out and get a stop and have us get the ball back.
Nice job, Bradley Smith on the tackle. His second tackle of the night. Hutton Howard right there with him. Nice job, those guys taking advantage of those special teams. Bradley will stay out there. I tell you what, you make a name for yourself on a kickoff team that you can tackle.
Yeah.
That's gonna. The coaches see that, and I mean, when you can tackle, that'll get you in the game.
I got sucked inside.
We did.
Yeah, they bait you into taking that angle, and the second you do, you realize I have made a terrible mistake.
Yeah. I tell you, we're just going to take some lumps in that secondary. I tell you, this guys they're kind of having to learn, while they're having action go on. Yep, just can't get inside. You think you can, but
yep. You're going exactly where you want, and then they just ride you.
A little bounce.
Yeah,
little bounce. Well, nice play by Jackson Christian. Just a quick little now screen to the left. Got one block. We've got two guys over there, and he just goes by both of us.
It's taking what they're giving you, and so you're saying, okay, at worst it's 2nd and 4. We'll take the 4-yard gain in the first down because you're playing off. But if you can also make a move and get somebody to miss, it's a chunk play.
The play was good for our first down. 1st and 10 at the ECS.
All right, ball in the 30. Jackson Christian heading south. They're going to get really wide. Probably run and play this side. Well, that was just too easy right there, I tell you. Boy, nice patience in the backfield and just kind of let that open up.
Yeah.
Just I couldn't tell what they ran.
I don't know. I didn't see the front to see how they moved. I mean, he definitely bounced it to the left. I don't know if they ran some sort of counter back towards the H-back.
Yeah, sure did.
They pulled. That's again. That's that counter. They simultaneously pull two guys and let the what I'd call the fullback take the backside on the play. It's both backside guys, right? It's the backside guard and tackle.
Yeah. Yep.
And you watch them do it. They do a really good job of taking no false step on that pull, getting straight down the line.
Yeah, they're not going into the backfield at all.
No, and then that allows them to. They do a good job of knowing who's got one and who's got two. And so the guard, obviously being closer, he's taking the first guy that shows, and typically that tackle peels around and he takes the linebacker on the second level. And if you don't step up, there's not a lot of help.
Well coached.
It's a good-looking play. I mean, you know how to run it, and you got guys that can do it.
I mean, I tell you, that counter, and I say that's probably one of the hardest plays because when the ball snaps, the guy who you're looking at, he's not there.
Yeah.
He's moving. He's flowing to the ball, and it's to be able to pull around and pick that guy up and find him takes a lot of practice. All right, 4:23, 27-6. Jackson Christian pulling away here in the second half. Eagles need to answer. Hopefully get another opportunity here. Opportunity last time got us 3, but we won't be able to catch up trading 3 for 7.
No. I'm wondering the ball's maybe not going to go back to CC again. They did it.
They did. Had a little room over there. Nice tackle.
Yeah. We need a lot of points tonight to catch up, but ultimately, I'm not so sure that that's a successful strategy if the other team's getting the ball on the 40. I mean, just being honest,
Yeah, sure.
if you're going to fair catch it, at the 25, that's a great play. But having the other team start at the 40 in a football game consistently.
Counter to the right side. Bryant tried to bounce it out. I'm sure it's going to be a hold on us.
It could be a face mask, too. But it might probably a hold.
Well, he had that little cutback that he's been doing. Right here.
If he bends it left, I think there's a lane right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It could have closed, but look, he's been running that all night.
Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, it's really nice for us to be able to watch a replay and see that hole. He's got to read it in real time when there's bodies everywhere and a lot of traffic.
A bit offsides on Eagles, I believe.
Prior to the snap, we got a false start against ECS. That's a 5-yard.
All right, that's going to be second down and probably a 17, 18.
Repeat. First down.
Caldera, Butler, and Fertizzi
Correction at that second down.
at the bottom of your screen. They'll be in trips if we stay in that same formation. All right, Bryant just to the left of Gates. He'll roll this way. Nice job. He's having a little bit of trouble now. That last, I think that sack he took kind of got him dinged up a little bit. All right, we'll go third down, 18. All right, a little bit of pressure coming from Jackson Christian. Hard running by Bryant, picks up probably only 3. That'll be fourth down. Punting unit will come on. I believe that's Bryant that's down.
Potential injury. Timeout.
Hopefully nothing too severe. He kind of got twisted a little bit. Take this time to thank our sponsors, Compliance Associates, Tim Wilson Family, Walker Construction, Ryan Walker Family, MSC Millwork, Sammy Reagan Family, Pediatric Dental Group Orthodontics, Benny James Air Conditioning, Darren Wilkes Family, Pete Smith Drift Fly Company, Sean Wilkins State Farm Insurance, and Strategic Financial Partners. Thanks everyone year after year for sponsoring this live stream. Bryant getting up a little bit gingerly on that right ankle, looks like. So that'll be it for him for the night, most likely. I'm not sure who will have. Caswell has only been in for one series, so he hasn't been back.
Yeah, we've seen Sammy Owens take some snaps at running back.
Yeah, that's probably next up, right?
Yeah. So hopefully Drew's okay.
All right, Graves into punt. Nice roll down to the 32-yard line.
So Tommy Graves, your snapper, 30-yard error. First and 10. From the 32.
Charlie Ferris will down that. That'll bring the Jackson Christian offense back out. We'll have Owens and Murphy in at those middle backers. Thompson and Smith will be your overhang backers. Man, they're just really quick. Quick little burst. If you're not there, pickup of 9 on the play. He goes out of bounds. Second down and 1. Nice job, Wright Arthur coming up from safety to get him down. Bobbled snap in the backfield. They're running counter this back again.
Yep.
Same play.
Yep. You know, it's funny. A lot of times those plays end up successful because it's like on kickoffs when it's muffed a little bit. You're in gap or lane integrity, whatever the situation may be, kind of breaks down because you see the ball on the ground. It's like, hey, I agree with the ball.
Right.
And all of a sudden you abandon that, and it's like he just picks it up and runs around.
Yeah.
Runs around the end. You couldn't do that all game long except for when the ball hits the ground.
Boy, he's got him open again. Gave him a little pump.
Double move.
Yep.
Missed him.
Tell you what, you would hope we don't go asleep over there again. I tell you, it's tough. You know, they ran the now screen, and you come up, and you know the opposite guy goes by you.
Yeah.
All right, trips to this side. Quarterback keeper. That'll be first down. He'll go out of bounds. Pick up a 12 to 13 on the play. 1:49 to go in this third quarter.
Eli Smith on the carry. Takes the ball to the Eagle. 44-yard line. First and 10. JCS.
All right, Charlie Fair, he's in the game now, number 45. Playing middle linebacker. A lot of young guys. Ferris, a freshman.
You're not kidding.
Owens, a sophomore. Smith, sophomore. Arthur, sophomore. Laird, sophomore. All right, first down, 15. Nice job by Laird coming up, making a tackle.
You're on a real island over there. The jet sweep motion comes away from you. It's just that whole left side gets abandoned, and it's just you and him. Great tackle.
Tackle on the play, that's Charlie Ferris.
Second down, 7. A 3-step drop. Thompson on the coverage from that outside backer position. Nice coverage. Stayed with him. Ball a little high. That'll be 3rd down and 7. You know, they put 27 on us, so it's probably not hard to be as accurate here, but our defense really has not played bad. We've stayed pretty. Those 4 big plays we've given up. And that's what's hurt us. Now they're managing the clock really good. They're going to run past, but I tell you, we haven't played bad. It's just a little bit of errors.
Backside.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
All right, 4th down and 2.
Well, you know, it's different things at different points in the game. You know, early the touchdowns were for them. It's confusion and some busted coverages where it's not even that they completed a pass and we were in coverage and just didn't make a play, or like they were wide open. So it was a mix-up somewhere. And then, you know, you're playing a lot of young kids both ways. The game wears on. They got big, strong kids carrying the ball, tackling, get fatigued, and you've seen some sort of just, you know, some runs that maybe wouldn't have happened in the first half when you're fresh. As the second half starts wearing you down a little bit, it just gets tougher and tougher to make those same plays.
You know, that's kind of where we are now. We still have a whole quarter left, fourth quarter. This game, you know, plenty of time in the game, honestly, but we just haven't shown that spark to be able to make up a lot of points tonight. But you gotta find something, because it could get away from us. You know, if we decide here in this fourth quarter to kind of lay down.
Yeah, I mean, I would with the lead that Jackson Christian has, you got a 4th and 2 to open the fourth quarter. You know, they may feel comfortable enough that they may give the look of something they're going to run down your throat or try and get a short yardage play, and they may try and bust you over the top. So you got to play defense here. They're going to try and convert this. So they'll probably bring motion and bring somebody into the backfield with the quarterback. Now, whether he gives it or keeps it or throws it, obviously that's part of playing defense. You got to wait and see. There's your motion.
Yeah, here we go. Boy, I tell you what, he just wanted that. Tough run. That'll be a first down, Jackson Christian. Nice job. The Eagles stringing it out. Just they only needed 2, and he got about 3.5. All right, 1st and 10, JCS. Connor Blair on the tackle, Wright Arthur also on the tackle.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2nd and about 25, 23. There's a personal foul on number 9.
also a flag on the play, a dead ball personal foul against Jackson Christian. That will be a 15-yard penalty from the end of the play.
We got coverage up top. We're missing a guy. Looks like we got to roll over.
Yeah, there you go. You got to somebody slide out.
Yeah, we got to get
Bradley Smith to slide out a little bit.
Don't leave him.
I mean, this defense, he's got to be dropping into the flats. There's only one person that could have that deep third or half, and it's Chase.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Bradley's got to drop into the flat in coverage, unless we're in man somehow.
All right, third down, 25. We don't have a deep third on the hash.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be 4th and 10 now. So,
which I think is what they wanted. They're just saying, hey,
let's get manageable.
Let's get 10 or 12 here if we can, easy way, and we'll try and live to fight one more down on 4th.
That was a good. I mean, it was a good play call. You think we don't have to necessarily throw it over there? We'll just block in. We got to make that tackle when we come up. Smith kind of turned it in.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he got inside his block and turned it upfield, where you think your help should be.
All right, trips left, JCS.
4th and 12. Second game to the 35.
I want to roll this way.
Backside. There you go.
Laird came across with him from that corner position. Nice coverage. All right, Eagles take over. 10-10 to go in this 4th quarter.
The ball will go over on down. Eagle crawl. 1st and 10.
All right, Sammy Owens, number 4. He'll be the tailback for Bryant, just to the left of Gates. Looking for Butler on a quick had a little go out on that side. He was the out. Pretty well covered, so he put that in the dirt. That'll be 2nd down, 10. Thompson out. Fatizzi will check in, number 22. He'll be that slot.
Pass from
We'll keep Boland on the outside here. Down at the numbers. Caldera up top, number 21. The offensive line's played a lot of snaps, both sides of the ball tonight. Martin, Brown, Orman, Bland, and Wilson. All right, stack formation. Looking for Caldera. Couldn't tell where the ball was. It looked catchable.
I don't know. His momentum was carrying him towards the hash mark, and the ball was definitely back shoulder at least. I don't know. It's hard to tell from our angle.
It wasn't a bad pass. He couldn't lead him to the inside. He almost didn't. I don't know. He had a little snag route where he curled it in, and I don't know that he didn't know that it was coming to him actually. All right, we'll empty the backfield. Gates looks in the middle. Looking for Borland. Had him open. He settled in there. That would have been a 1st down, or right at it. Goes through his hands. So that'll bring up 4th down. Bring on the punting unit. Was tough. You get down 27-6, 4th quarter. You know, it's just starting
Yeah.
losing a little concentration. You miss in that series. We know we missed 2 balls, and
Yeah.
just didn't take much to kind of lose that intensity that you need.
Yep.
All right, Graves on. Hopefully get a good roll here. All right, that'll roll down right at the 30-yard line. JCS will take over.
Tony Graves, Tony for ECS is Stanford. Kirby Garner, Jackson Christian takes over first and 10 and 1/3.
Little buck sweep by Jackson Christian. Thompson, Laird, they finally wrestle him down. Not before he picks up a first down, so 1st and 10. That'll bring the ball out to almost the 44-yard line. Pick up a 14 on that play. All right, pick up the 4 on the play, 2nd down, 6. Nice job of that defense, kind of bending, not breaking. Stegoff, 70. Martin, your nose, and Chipman, your right tackle. A lot of room on that side. That'll be a 1st down. Laird does get him down.
Really
boy,
easy.
Yeah, but just a little, lots of cushion over there.
Eli Smith on the pass to Kingston Robinson. Tackled by Bo Thompson and Knox Borland.
I tell you, they've got that. They've got this bubble right here to this side pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have no people. It's just a count.
Yeah.
Jay Myrtle on the carry.
7:48 to go. Holding JCS.
Holding against JCS, and the 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So we play first down. First down, 18.
All right, 1st down, 18, JCS.
There you go.
Nice orbit motion by JCS coming across. Fake that, come right back with a dive. Eagles are there, pick up of 2, 2nd down, and probably 15.
Jay Myrtle again on the carry. Tackles made at midfield, loss on the play, brings up 2nd down, 15.
Just got an update here. Lausanne wins tonight, 8-7 over Christian Brothers.
8-7.
8-7. Big storyline there. Kevin LeCastro
Going back
to Christian Brothers, where he spent, I think, about 12 years, maybe.
it was a while. And I don't think he's gone back since he left.
I think the first time. Yeah, yep.
It's a big win for Lausanne.
Huge win. Coming off that big loss, especially the South win.
Yeah.
MUS over Kirby, 42-16. You have probably heard, if you're at home tonight, you've heard our drum line first night out.
It's been nice.
Nice to have a nice little
Feels like football when you
beat.
get
It does. Got a majorette. I'm not sure that young lady's name, but she's done a fabulous job. We'll get her name by next week.
I haven't had a baton twirler in a long time.
Yeah, she's done a great job as well. Cheerleaders, of course, look fantastic. They've put in a lot of work over the summer and leading up to this. Trying to kind of look through some scores, Jason. I mean, everything is Lausanne CBHS for right now. Not much update from anyone else. Southwind leads Houston. That was at halftime, 28-0.
Okay. The Southwind's a good football team.
All right, third down, 11. Buck sweep. It's going to be a 14-yard pickup. That'll be a first down. Once again, the JCS backs can just get north and south so fast.
Yeah.
And if you're not there, that just arm tackle really won't get them down. Getting a little bit tired. 5:30 to go in this fourth quarter.
Well, that same side toss is a nice little wrinkle because when you line up with that formation, right, most of those plays end up with a mesh point at the quarterback. So the running back is going to come towards the ball.
That's right.
Towards the middle of the field. And on that play, he immediately doesn't. And it's just a sprint to the edge to see who can get outside.
All right. Same play, but like you just mentioned, he'd line him up to the left of him, brought him back across.
Yeah.
Not as much. He picks up probably maybe one on the play or two. Nice job of the defense. They'll give him a 1-yard gain, second down 9, 4:42 and counting.
Asher Morris, Steve Chipman, and Rusty Leader, Richard Cooper. Thank you, man.
Looked like a power to the right side, just a little, almost like a Statue of Liberty kind of handoff. Just dressing it up in the backfield.
It's a blind turn by the quarterback to hand off. He doesn't turn towards the running back. He turns away from him, but still hands it behind him.
Actually, they actually pulled two. Same buck sweep. They just
different.
That's
look.
3 different looks, 3 different formations we've seen for the same play. And they're almost lined up to run it one more time. Well, you kind of saw that kind of developing right there as they changed the play, and you saw that H receiver get a little bit of width.
Yep.
You're like, okay, are we coming back to
Create a little
him?
more space.
Either a bubble. No,
Yeah.
he got the space to come back for a slant. So got in there, but came up, couldn't quite get him to the ground.
Yep.
And he's going to go in for a score. That's about a 30-yard, they'll call it probably 28-yard strike with 3:19 to go here in this fourth quarter.
Well, and also, he's your running back. So you're just giving your running back the ball in space,
that's
which is
right.
always a nice thing to be able to do. That's a tall order for that tackle.
Right to the snap, we've got correction. That flag is being waved
I think we're.
timeout called by Jackson.
Yeah, I think they were short one guy.
Yeah.
And so they kind of,
Second half.
they were going to get a delay, so they called a timeout. We mentioned next week, homecoming, Middle College will be here. We have played them in the past, so hopefully we'll get a win. We're going to go into that game 0-3.
Yeah.
So we really need a win with Middle College. Every game we're kind of putting some money back right into the account, as you hope, and hopefully at some point get a return on that from these young guys playing. You got to get snaps, and unfortunately sometimes you take some lumps.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we talked about in the pregame. It's like the outcome matters in some ways, and in some ways it doesn't. But the process that matters completely.
Yeah.
And
if you don't get anything, take away anything from that, you don't learn from that, then it's.
Yeah, I mean,
not gonna help
we
you.
talked about the busts in coverage tonight and some other things, and just the confusion because of lack of experience. Well, this next week is where you help grow from that.
That's right.
It's hard to grow from it on a Friday night while it's
right.
happening
Yep.
to you. Like it's in the moment, it's just too much. But in film study, sit down with your position coaches, running through reps in practice, talking about things. You build that knowledge base in those reps, and you say, okay, that's not going to happen to me again.
That's
right? And so hopefully that's the case, and you become a football team made up of better football players the next week. And you can see real exponential growth with young kids that hadn't played a lot.
Yeah.
Because they're like drinking from a fire hydrant.
That's right.
It's so much information, so much that you have to process quickly. Even if you were a great middle school football player, it's just not the same. So,
unfortunately, whether it's football or life, you learn more through your mistakes. You do, right? Than your successes, and so you just it's kind of part of it. I believe Fertizzi's going to get that. Get out to the 34-yard line. Nice return.
Yeah.
Kickoff for ECS on the return. Nathan.
All right, 3:10 to go.
ECS has the ball, first and 10 and on 35.
All right, Gates, quick little three-step drop. Looking for Fertizzi in the sidelines. Nice move.
There you go.
Picks up 4 on the play.
Gates on the pass to Nathan Fertizzi. Tackle on the play by Jaden Hughes. Gain of 3 to bring up second.
All right, second down, 7, 2:45 and counting. All right, Bullen up top. We're going to go trips to the bottom for TZ, Butler, and Caldera.
Oh.
A little bit of a miscommunication. Bullen was going deep. We thought we may have a little comeback, almost like a back shoulder, but
Pass from Jack Gates intended for Knox Bullen is incomplete. 3rd and 7.
all right, 3rd down 7. All right, we'll kind of split the formation, go with the deuce formation. Bertizzi up top, Butler at the bottom. Well, Gates is really limited on mobility.
Yeah, he can't move at all.
No, he can't. That's gonna affect his motion a little bit too, right? I mean, you need your legs to throw, and so he's not. That's his.
That's going to be an intentional grounding.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Because he didn't throw it past the line of scrimmage. He was outside the tackle box, but he didn't get to the line of scrimmage.
That flag is intentional grounding against ECS. Penalty will be marked off and a loss of downs.
All right, 2:25. We're going to give Jackson Christian one more opportunity. A lot of new guys out there for them. All right, Eagles not done. Nice punt by Graves. Bobbled. ECS recovers. You can see who got down in there. Did you see, Jason?
No, I didn't. Who recovered it, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't see. Some guys are congratulating Weston Murphy, but I don't know if it was. I think it was Weston.
Eagle ball. First down at the JCS.
Yeah, nice job. What a hustle. Still hustling. Like to see that. Nice throw by Gates. Caldera, boy, great job after the catch. Getting the first down.
Evan Kemps and Cade Robinson on the tackle.
I think CC's going to have to come out. He kind of stumbled as he spun. It was a great run. I mean, he took a pretty good lick.
Yeah, he got turned and got wasn't facing forward. He kind of took a shot.
Yeah.
I think he'll be okay, but he's definitely got some stars there. Well, nice. Yeah, he did. Nice throw, nice catch. Oh, man, come on. Oh, are you kidding me? The 1 foot line? Nice throw, even better catch. Definitely contested. Butler was down in the stance, kind of went, split the seam right down the middle. Boy, I thought he got in.
It was close for sure.
That's a good ball by Gates. Good confidence, just to. It's a tough ball to throw. You throw it too late and it's picked. Sammy Owens tries to get in. We'll lose a couple, so now we'll be on the 4.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're going to try.
Yeah.
Rally their players to keep us out of the end zone.
That's right. All right, just under a minute. Vaughn now in the game, number 25. He'll be split out right. He came in for Caldera. Owens just to the right of Gates. Buck swoop to the left. We're going to fake that, throw back across. Looking for a little throwback to Butler, but covered well.
Let's see, like a fade to Knox Borland right here or something. He's got a decent height advantage on that corner that's over the top of him. Just put it in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, they're bringing a lot of heat.
Yeah, just get it out
quick. Offsides on us, maybe. Yeah, just got a little bit antsy there with those guys bringing the house.
You're going to have one-on-one coverage out there if they're bringing that amount of pressure.
All right, so now we're on the 8. Third down, 8, 28 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's going to be grounding again.
Yeah, you can.
Eagles pass is incomplete on 4th down. We got a flag on the field. The flag is intentional grounding.
All right, we're going to get Skinner in now. Obviously we mentioned we didn't think that Gates was moving that well. So we'll get Skinner back in for this. Maybe the last play. 23 seconds. We'll see. Maybe 2 more.
Yeah, it won't be the last one if we don't score because the clock will stop and they'll get the ball, so they'll have to run a play.
All right, Caldera back in.
We've got a timeout. ECS, that's their first charge timeout of the second half.
Well, this is kind of a tough play. They're going to be bringing some heat. I think the time to do it, and it's
Yeah, I mean, you said it before the third down play that they were bringing pressure, and so it's kind of like you come into that third down play from the 8-yard line or wherever we were, and it's like that. You need to know where that ball's going.
Yeah,
pre-snap.
That's right.
I mean, you've got one-on-one coverage behind it. So what's the matchup you want?
That's right.
Whether it's the quarterback making the decision or the coach is telling him which matchup they want him to throw to, that ball's got to. You just got to come. It's got to come out.
That's right.
You can't protect it long enough to go through a read progression.
All right, we're back up into coverage now.
Got to throw it to the end zone. Wow.
All right, that's going to be it for the Eagles. JCS will take over on downs. 13 seconds to go. They'll get one snap, and that'll do it for the night. Going back to throwing the ball, we haven't had the opportunities to throw them and connect. Quarterbacks haven't developed any type of rapport with a certain receiver, right?
Yep.
So now, back to your point, we've got man coverage. Quarterbacks thinking, man, who's going to be my guy? I'm not going to go out. Who's going to get open?
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between running a route and getting open, right?
Yep.
So we haven't established that guy. Who is that guy that I know he's going to be open right here?
Yeah, it's like Terrell Owens or somebody's like, I'm always open. I don't care where another guy is. I'm open.
I'm open. And
it's like, obviously that's hyperbole, but to some degree, some guys are open when they're covered.
Yeah.
Like it's sometimes you just count on taking a shot and seeing if your guy can make a play. It's not always that the read is telling you where the ball should go necessarily.
Well, pre-snap read.
So-
Like you said, you're coming to the line of scrimmage. Let's make a pre-snap read. Well, you know what? I'm going to this guy because I know someone may be on. We're going to go with him though
Yeah,
because he
right,
gets open. But
right.
anyway, hey, Eagles fought valiantly tonight. Tough game here. I tell you what, Jackson Christian has a good club, and they're going to move to 3-0 on the year. We'll move the opposite way, 0-3. Of course, next week he said Middle College will be here. Hope you've enjoyed the game tonight, Jason. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Good to
Always
see
fun.
everybody. Had a big crowd tonight. Congratulations to Barrett Jones and his family. Quite an honor for him tonight.
Yes, it was.
See if we can go back and get some guys healed up. We got to get some guys healthy, and we got to get on the right side of